The last 100 years have been the most evolving in the history of mankind. This is true in almost every area: in communications, in medicine, in manufacturing, but not in education. Schools as we know them were developed in the late 19th century, often with the objective to educate the masses that were going to factories and new urban life, and to identify the few that were selected to a secondary or tertiary education. Schools of today look pretty much as they did 100 years ago. And they look pretty similar all over the world, with its standardized one-fits-all teaching, classrooms, and rote learning. Even though the world, the careers and challenges, and the labor market we are preparing our children for is different to what it was some 150 or even 20 years ago, schools are about preparing our children for tomorrow. Schools of the 19th century is not the way to prepare for the 21st. That was the idea when Kunskapsskolan started in Sweden in 1999, to create a school model for the 21st century. The ambition was to bring in the best experience and ideas from educators, combined with the forefront of technology and research, and create the school for the 21st century. Kunskapsskolan's educational program, the KED program. For 15 years, this has been continuously developed and improved. Now it is operated in close to 50 schools in 4 countries, 3 continents, with 15,000 students. The KED program starts with the individual student. The core of the KED program is the process of setting goals for the student's learning, to divide these goals in digestible pieces, and continuously assess the results. This process helps the students to achieve more than he or she thought possible, and it is a life skill to learn how to set long-term goals and with hard work and resilience and good planning achieve these goals, essential for those who shall lead and shape our future.
You want to tell me a bit about Step 16?
We're reading a novel, Stone Cold, and the Step 16 assessment will just be about Stone Cold.
Okay, and what's involved in that assessment?
Like P paragraphs that stand for point, evidence, and explanation. I'm going to be using them, and I'm going to be analysing the language of different narrators.
Okay.
Every student has a teacher dedicated as a personal academic coach. The teacher-coach follows the student all through the school years, and every week the student and the coach have a one-on-one session in order to decide on goals, efforts, and assignments, and tailor a schedule optimized for the individual student's ambitions, conditions, and prerequisites. Every element of the KED program is then designed in order to support personalization and to optimize learning. The entire curriculum in core subjects is divided into progressive steps, so every student can start on his own level and progress in his maximum pace. In subjects where context is more significant than progression, we have thematic and integrated courses. The courses, including texts, assignments, presentations, and assessment rubrics, are provided on the web-based learning portal. The student can study, learn, and have access to the sources wherever and whenever he or she wants. The portal is on the web, distributed through the cloud, and students can also take advantage of the best practices from all countries. The use of technology is extensive, and most schools have a 1-to-1 ratio of laptops or tablets for students. We have a variety of teaching and studying formats, simply because how you best learn depends on the subject, the task, the situation, and the individual. From the introductory lecture to the lab, to the communication session where students practice their oral and communicative skills, to the workshops, always going on and where students can work on their own, with the portal, but always with access to teacher guidance. Going into these schools, an American book described, is, quote, more like entering a modern, cool office than the conventional school. We have our own architects and design program. We consider every space in the school building as a learning space. Flexibility, with rooms of different sizes and shapes. Open spaces and visibility, where every child can see and be seen. These are elements of the architectural program, which creates a pleasant learning environment. The absence of corridors, just used for transportation, and the versatility of the spaces also enhance a very efficient use of space, saving money and resources we can use on teachers, technology, and our high standard of sport and extracurricular activities. All the attention the KED program has attracted in research and media over the world is caused by the fact that what this is doing today has a high resemblance with what research predict as the necessities of tomorrow, such as the fact that technology gives us opportunities to learn, work, and study whenever and wherever we are. Leaders of tomorrow not only need the skills and knowledge, they also need to practice to communicate, collaborate, and create, and become mature and responsible individuals. In a world where the flow of information and facts is infinite, the importance of context, structure, and mentoring is increasing. The world our children shall succeed in is a world where both competition and collaboration is global.
Do you like your school?
I love this school. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
We can do every single step and be in the 6th grade, and no one's gonna stop us.
Yeah.
In some schools you have to just keep doing what the 6th grade does and keep going with them.
Yeah.
And if you're smart, you can't go ahead. If you need more help, they just keep going.
Wilma in Sweden and Daniel in New York are 12 years old. They have never met, but they are both students in the KED program, which provides them with skills, confidence, and common ground to meet on Skype. All KED schools are glocal. That is, they are connected in a global network where teachers share practices and students collaborate and communicate across borders. But they are also local, deeply anchored in their own country's culture, language, and community. Global outreach and local insights. That's how we educate the leaders of tomorrow. We are proud to serve that mission.